So the last couple of months, basically the last 2-3 months or so, there's been a big push on the web regarding PHP. PHP is one of the processing languages, or it's pre-hypertext processing for on the web. Most of the different softwares that are out there right now are running either on PHP or ASP. ASP is Microsoft's version, you pay for that. PHP is a free version, it usually ties in with MySQL and all these other softwares that are out there. When it comes down to what we do, we're in WordPress all the time, and that's PHP based. Right now, the big thing about PHP is that people are using older versions that haven't been updated in years, and they're now susceptible to hacking or to exploits. We were actually working on a client site last night. We were doing some troubleshooting for them to figure out what was going on. They're currently using GoDaddy, and I've got no problems with GoDaddy as a general, but their hosting account was set up on PHP 5.2, and that's a software that expired in 2012. Well, it's 2017, it's 5 years later, and nothing has been updated from a server level or server code PHP level since that time. So that's an issue, that's a problem, because more than likely there has been some sort of exploit. So shame on the hosting company for not encouraging the user to upgrade, and shame on the user for not actually making the updates. So PHP 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, they're now into the final version of PHP 5.5. They've actually just stopped production on it, and they're going to support it for the next 2 years to make updates, but they're encouraging everybody to go to PHP 7 and 7.1. They're the two new versions that came out basically at the beginning of 2016. Anybody who's running PHP should be using PHP 7 or 7.1. The downfall with using the PHP 7 version is that a lot of people are using older versions of their website or older plugins, older scripts that are not compatible with PHP 7. There was a whole rewrite, it's a mess. But at the same time, it's an area that everybody has to move forward to. So if you haven't already contacted your designer to make sure everything is compatible, you need to start doing that. Yoast made an announcement last week that they're going to be putting a warning banner in the admin section of WordPress that if your PHP is out of date, there's going to be a big red warning on the page that you will not be able to dismiss. It's part of their campaign. They called it WHIP, and I honestly can't remember what WHIP was about, other than to whip hosting companies into shape. And it was to encourage the users to contact their hosting companies to say, I want the newer version of PHP, and if you don't, I'm going to move to a new hosting company. They have a list of hosting companies that they recommend. I have a couple that I recommend myself. If you want those, you can contact me. I'm more than happy to share that. For more information, go to bigredseo.com. My name is Connor, and have a great day. Thanks.